using algebraic expressions in math formulas and rules. Today we will learn how to use algebraic expressions in formulas and rules of math. Many times in our daily life, we see such patterns in which the shapes are recurring. Let's see one such example. As you can see here, the first shape is in the form of a heart made of 5 matchsticks. By adding 4 matchsticks to it, we can get 2 hearts. Similarly, on adding 4 more matchsticks to it, we can create another heart like this. There are 5 matchsticks in the first heart, 9 in the second, 13 in the third, and 17 in the fourth. If we consider the number of matchsticks here as one term, the first term will be 5, the second term will be 9, the third term will be 13, and the fourth term will be 17. Here, we can also represent 5 as 1 plus 4 multiplied by 1, 9 as 1 plus 4 multiplied by 2, 13 as 1 plus 4 multiplied by 3, and 17 as 1 plus 4 multiplied by 4. Similarly, the nth term will be 1 plus 4 multiplied by n. Thus, if we want to find the total number of matchsticks to build n huts, then the rule will be 1 plus 4n. Here, n represents the number of total shapes that are in the form of a hut. So, if we want to find the total number of matchsticks to make n huts, we can find out the same by placing the value of n in this expression. So children, can you tell how many matchsticks will be required to build 10 huts? Let's take the value of n as 10. So, according to the formula, if we place the value of n in the rule, we will get is equal to 1 plus 4 multiplied by 10 is equal to 1 plus 40 is equal to 41. So, a total of 41 matchsticks will be required to build 10 huts. Let us now learn about the use of algebraic expressions in geometric figures. Children, look at this shape. Can you tell which shape it is? And what do you know about it? Yes, it's a square. We know that all the sides of the square are equal. Let us represent the side of this square with L, whose value here is 6 cm. Can you find its perimeter and the area? Let's find it out together. The perimeter of a square is equal to the sum of the lengths of all its sides. So, we can say that the perimeter of this square will be L plus L plus L plus L is equal to 6 cm plus 6 cm plus 6 cm plus 6 cm is equal to 24 cm. We can also show this in a different way in which we multiply the square side by 4. That is, the perimeter of the square will be 4 multiplied by L is equal to 4 multiplied by 6 cm is equal to 24 cm. Generally, we show the perimeter of a square with P, hence we can say P is equal to 4 multiplied by L. With the help of this formula, you can find the perimeter of a square. Let us now find the area of this square. The area of a square is equal to the square of its side. So, the area of this square will be L square is equal to L multiplied by L is equal to 6 cm multiplied by 6 cm is equal to 36 cm square. So, the area of this square is 36 cm square. Here, if we represent the area of the square with A will be is equal to L square. With the help of this formula, you can find the area of a square. So children, now you can find the perimeter and area of any square using these formulas. Similarly, using the algebraic expressions in the formulas and rules of mathematics, we can find the area and perimeter of the rectangles, triangles, pentagons, etc. Today we learned How to use algebraic expressions in mathematical formulas and rules. Hope you understood this well. In the next video, we will understand them better with the help of some examples. Thank you. Using algebraic expressions in math formulas and rules. Examples. Today we will learn examples related to the use of algebraic expressions in the formulas and rules of mathematics. Till now, we learned about mathematical formulas and rules. In this video, we will understand them better with the help of examples. Example 1. If the area of a rectangle is 20 square centimeter and its length is 5 centimeter, what will be its width? Let's solve it together. The formula for the area of a rectangle is length multiplied by width. If written through an algebraic expression, the area of a rectangle will be L multiplied by B, where L represents length and B width. We are given that the area of this rectangle is 20 square centimeter and its length is 5 centimeter. Now, we place these values in the formula for the area of the rectangle. As we have just seen, that the area of the rectangle is L multiplied by B. That is, 20 is equal to 5 times B. Now we will get 20 is equal to 5B. Now we will divide both sides by 5. 20 by 5 is equal to 5B by 5. That will get us 4 is equal to B. Hence, the width of this rectangle will be 4 centimeter. Let us now see an example related to the number pattern. Observe the increasing order of the given figure of M and represent it in number pattern. Here, in the given figure of M shape, there are 4 matchsticks in the first figure. But 3 matchsticks are being added to each growing figure. As we can see that the first M has 1 additional matchstick in comparison to the rest. To make a number pattern of the increasing order of the shape of given M, if we consider the number of matchsticks as a term, we can see that 4 matchsticks in the first figure, 7 in the second, 10 in the third, and 13 in the fourth have been used. We can also show them as follows. 4 is equal to 1 plus 3 multiplied by 1. 7 is equal to 1 plus 3 multiplied by 2. 10 is equal to 1 plus 3 multiplied by 3. 13 is equal to 1 plus 3 multiplied by 4. A similar expression for the space of n would be 1 plus 3 multiplied by n is equal to 1 plus 3n. Here, n represents the total number of shapes of M. With the help of this expression, we can find the total number of matchsticks required to make n shapes of M. The number pattern of this pattern of M shape will be 4, 7, 10, 13 and 1 plus 3n. Where the first term is 4, the second term is 7, the third term is 10, the fourth term is 13, and similarly, the nth term will be 1 plus 3n. Many times, seeing the two shapes of M, we misunderstand the number of matchsticks as 4 plus 4 instead of 4 plus 3. And in the increasing order also, we keep making the mistake which gives us a wrong number pattern. Today we learned examples related to the use of algebraic expressions in mathematics formulas and rules. In the next video, we will see some misconceptions related to them. Thank you. Using algebraic expressions in math formulas and rules. Misconceptions. Today we will learn some misconceptions related to the use of algebraic expressions in the formulas and rules of mathematics. We learned this subject well by some examples. Now, let's understand some false assumptions related to this. We often do some mistakes in making expressions of number patterns and solving them. Let's understand with the help of an example. Suppose you have 8 toffees and your brother has twice as many toffees than you. If you get 4 toffees every minute, then how many toffees will you have in the 4th minute? Now, if you have 8 toffees, then your brother will have 2 8 toffees. We know that in every minute, you both get 4 more toffees. So, after the first minute, the number of toffees you will have is a plus 4, which we can represent as the first term value like this. Now, after each next minute, we have to add 4 toffees, so the second term will be a plus 4 plus 4. That is, a plus 4 times 2 is equal to a plus 8. The third term will be a plus 4 plus 4 plus 4, that is, a plus 4 times 3 is equal to a plus 12. And the fourth term will be a plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4, that is, a plus 4 times 4 is equal to a plus 16. So, the number of toffees you will have after the 4th minute is a plus 16. Thus, the n number term will be a plus 4n. So, we can say that after n minutes, the number of toffees you will have is a plus 4n. Here, n represents the total number of the minutes. If you put the value of n in this expression as 1, 2, 3, etc., the number of the toffees you get every minute can be calculated using the following pattern: a plus 4, a plus 8, a plus 12, a plus 16, and like this, a plus 4n. Similarly, after the first minute, the number of toffees your brother will have is 2a plus 4, which we can represent as the first term like this. Now, after every minute, we have to add 4 more toffees. So, the second term will be 2a plus 4 plus 4. That means 2a plus 4 times 2 is equal to 2a plus 8. The third term will be 2a plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. That means 2a plus 4 times 3 is equal to 2a plus 12. And the fourth term will be 2a plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. That means 2a plus 4 times 4 is equal to 2a plus 16. Thus, after the 4th minute, the number of toffees your brother will have is 2a plus 16. So we can say that after n minutes, the number of toffees your brother will have is 2a plus 4n. Note that in the beginning, your brother had twice as many toffees than you. But every minute, your brother got the same number of toffees as you, whose number is 4. Sometimes, children also double the number of toffees they get every minute, which gives them the first term like this: 2a plus 4 multiplied by 2, that is 2a plus 8, which is wrong. Just multiply a by 2 and not n. So, according to the correct pattern, the number of toffees your brother will have is 2a plus 4, 2a plus 8, 2a plus 12, 2a plus 16, and 2a plus 4n. Today we learned some misconceptions related to the use of algebraic expressions in mathematic formulas and rules. Hope this video has cleared many of your misconceptions. Thank you.